Hey there folks, I'm Zerfall and welcome to a quick announcement video. This one's going to be a little bit short because I just haven't had as much time to get ready for this as I'd like, and I need to get this out. There's 1 week until the charity live stream, Saturday, July 13th, raising money for the MS Society of Canada. I participate in the MS bike ride from London to Grand Bend. Well, actually, it's Grand Bend to London, and then from London to Grand Bend the next day. It's a total of 150 kilometers to raise money for the MS Society. To this end, I am joined by many of my online friends to have a good time and help raise these funds. Last year, you can see the top thermometer there, and I didn't set this up so I can put my mouse cursor over it, but that top thermometer there is the last year's goal and total we reached. We got to $4,096, and this year I'm at 75 so far out of that goal. But in previous years, we've hit the goal nearly every time. I think every time. And this will be the 6th year we're doing this. The first year we raised a little over $1,000. Then the next year, I think it was a little over $2,000. Then we did, I think, $2,000 again, then $3,000, and then last year $4,000. So we've raised quite a bit of money for the MS Society over the years. They've been doing great work with research and helping fund things for people with MS for things. I guess it says it here on the screen. Things like financial assistance for special equipment and home care. One of my wife, Jacksworth's dear friends, suffers from MS, and it's a progressive disease that gets worse over time. And things get worse over time. And she's actually starting a new therapy this year that's supposed to do more than just try to help stop it from progressing further. So. And right now I don't have the full details. We just found out that she's going to be starting this treatment very recently. I don't have the full details of exactly what the treatment entails. But the point is that changes are being made and they're finding new ways to help people. And hopefully we can continue to push this great cause forward. Like I said, I'm going to be joined by several of my online friends on this. I don't want to name names in case anybody can't necessarily make it, but if you've been to the streams before, you know the typical crowd that's going to be there. The vast majority of them have been able to confirm that they'll either be able to be there or do their best to be able to be there. So Saturday, July 13th, 1 week from today at 6 p.m., going overnight till 9 a.m. Hopefully as many people can join us as possible. If you don't have the funds to help, that is perfectly fine. Still show up, keep our spirits high, help keep the mood going in the stream, and hopefully we can knock this one out of the park as well. There's going to be some returning classics. Obviously, we're going to be playing some Jackbox. There's going to be King of Chicago for sure, some 100 World Story. I've got some other ideas kind of in the wings. I'm trying to hammer out exactly what we're going to do over what time. Probably not any Trivial Pursuit this year, as much as TP likes to haunt my dreams. We'll probably do a little bit of speed running and whatnot too, to just round out the events. But hopefully we find some cool ways of having some audience interaction with this. I'm switching back to Twitch this year. So if I go over here, the very first year we ran on Twitch, and after that, was it right after that? Maybe the first 2 years were on Twitch, but a few years were on Mixer instead. No, do you know what? It would have been Twitch and then probably Hitbox for a couple of years. That's Smashcast now. And then we came back to Twitch. But coming back to Twitch, you can see at the top there, if you're not, I guess if you're not full screen mode, but there'll be links to it. Twitch.tv/Zerfall, 3 Z's and then Zerfall. This it'll be interesting this year. I had some fun stuff set up, and I'm working on getting it converted over to working with Twitch instead. Where when people donate, the lights flash, we get money falling from the ceiling, we get some sweet music playing, and we can go check out who donated and how much it was worth and what sort of thing is. coming in. To donate, there's a Google link there. The link itself to get to the donation page is at the top of this screen here. mssoc.convio.net/go-to/Zerfall. It's not too hard. There'll be a link to this as well. The Google shortened one is just a version to get to that quicker. And then you can just donate now on that page. If anyone wants to donate ahead of time, great. This year's reward, let's talk about last year's reward. Last year's reward isn't even done yet. We've been playing throughout the year, and I'm going to be trying to push hard here towards the end to try to get as much of it done as possible before the actual live stream. But last year's reward was getting to create a robot in Base Wars. And the top 6 donors got some special incentives. They got to have their own team, and I hacked in a character for them. Or not a character, a logo for their team. So things are going to be a little more modern this year. We're going to be playing Death Road to Canada for the donor rewards game. $5 is going to get you a randomized character with your attribution name. $10 or more will get you a fully customized character with, you get to pick the appearance. I'll have a video where we explain how to dictate what your appearance should be, what your name should be, and to pick all of your stats that you can have your character be. We're going to be playing the familiar characters mode in that game as we play through it over and over again, so that everyone who donated keeps showing up. People who donate will get to have a run through the game as well. If you've donated more than the $10, you'll get a full run through the game as well, where we pick your character as the start character, turn on familiar mode, and just get right into it and see how things work out for you on your road to Canada. I guess I don't always report back with photos of the event over the years. Unless you follow me on Twitter, then you might see some of them. I think I have one in here of me at the lunch station that would have probably been posted on Twitter. But I figured I'd go through real quick some team photos over the years. This goes back to 2005. So it doesn't have a photo from my first year, but I guess if you want to know, that was me. A little bit, the skinniest photo of all is obviously the first year. But this was 2015. Only 2 of us made it to the actual event that year, although we had more fundraisers. And every year our team varies in size a little bit, but the Kennedy crew riding for our namesake here in the center. Over the years, I think we got a good team photo of us every single year, I think, past the first one. So that's us at the finish line on the second day in Grand Bend. Right here is the lunch stand. I guess it's in a curling rink. Obviously, it's not iced up right now. But the volunteers, I can't help but thank the volunteers that help out every year with this stuff, because that fuels what keeps us going to get to the finish line. There's us at the London finish line one year. Little Lucky, he's so enthused to be there. And this brings us up to just last year. A little bit more gray in the beard than there was in the first few pictures there. And the person who graciously took this picture accidentally had their finger near the lens. But that's the Kennedy crew over the years. We vary somewhere between $12,000 and $15,000. But the team last year, I wasn't even the highest fundraiser with the $4,000 that I raised. So quite a bit of funds raised for MS. It's a fun stream. Hopefully you can make it out. Like I said, Saturday, July 13th, 6 p.m., going overnight. If you can stop by at any point in time, I understand some people are going to need to take some breaks, come back maybe later. But it is all for a good cause. And you know what? If you want to know more, I think I can slide this in here like this. Boom. Hey, it worked perfectly. MSSociety.ca has lots of good information to educate yourself, I guess, if you want to learn more about this disease. It's a bit of a weird one. It for some reason, colder climates, it shows up more, but it's still also a very mysterious disease where they're not sure about a lot of stuff, and that's where some of this research goes to, is into finding ways of more readily predicting the disease or diagnosing it sooner, so that effective treatments can happen sooner. This was supposed to be a quick video, and I've been rambling for quite a while, so I'm going to call it here. If you can make it out, great. Thanks so much. People that donated last year, you guys are salt of the earth, great people. And I hope to see a lot of you next Saturday.